Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Across the Board. I'm Peter Lurie. Our guest this week had a love for racing at a very early age. By the time he was 20, he was a winning trainer here in Southern California. Alongside my partner, Becky Witzman, it is our pleasure to welcome back to Across the Board trainer Ron Ellis. Ron, welcome back.
Yeah, it's nice to be here. Beautiful day at Santa Anita, and glad to be here.
We're going to get a chance to talk about how you got involved in racing, but we just saw Teddy's Promise winning that Santa Monica handicap. You're coming off just a huge weekend. Now tell me, Ron, when that track came up as off, she of course had won the Cluke and Queen prior to the Santa Monica. Was that something that made you really happy?
Well, you know, she's by Salt Lake out of a Capote mare, and for me that screams mud, so it didn't bother me. But she won her grade 1 on a fast track, so I think she's just one of those type of good horses that handles whatever's thrown at her. Grass doesn't seem to be her thing. I've tried her on the grass a couple times, and she ran subpar. But mud or a fast racetrack, that seems to be what she likes.
Ron, she seldom puts in a bad effort. I mean, it always seems like even win or lose, she's right there. In this day and age, it's tough to get a horse like that you get to hang on for a while. What is it about her? What is her best trait, do you think?
Well, you know, you're right. She did go off form just a little bit, though, you know, late in the summer and then late last year. And I kind of attributed that to Hollywood Park got so deep the second half of the meet. The times were just horrendously slow. And she was really struggling with the track. Like I said, she likes it nice and firm. If it's wet, that's okay. But so I thought her form got a little bit muddled. When she was coming back, I ran her in the Cow Cup down the hill. Not her best thing, but it just timing-wise fit for me to try to get into the Breeders' Cup, which we did. And then that was just a debacle. She just didn't run well that day. So I'm glad that she's kind of come back and shown what she can truly do. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and keep her in training and race another year and point for the Breeders' Cup. Ted and Judy Nichols, very excited about the way she's doing, and they want to kind of continue on, get more excitement out of the racing than breeding, I guess.
You know, when you talk about somebody like a family like that who really have a love for racing, more times than not, you get that phone call from the trainer early in the morning, it's not good news. It's got to be a breath of fresh air. The vast majority of the time with this one, you're calling with good news.
Well, luckily, we've been very fortunate with her. Yeah, knock on wood, we haven't had to run across anything, but you know, she came out of the race perfect, and we'll just kind of continue on and maybe point to there's one more race here, March 10th. I'm forgetting the name of it, but Las Flores, and then maybe try the Humana distaff on Derby time, and then kind of regroup and point it for the Breeders' Cup next year, or this year.
That would give you an idea, too, if you go to that Churchill for the Humana distaff.
Yeah, well, being here at home, I mean, we feel pretty confident she can compete with anybody when she's on her game. Like I said, she fell off of her game at the end of last year, but if we can kind of replan around it and running here, I think would be okay.
We always talk about the Breeders' Cup, but I know every trainer, every owner, every fan wants a Derby horse.